take on the world. I watched Wolf of Wall Street the other day. Lots of cocaine,
Oh,
lots of naked women in that movie. I was like, damn.
So that's the two things I need to wake up is lines of cocaine and naked women.
The very first scene, Leonardo DiCaprio was doing coke off of a hooker's butt.
Who hasn't been there, done that? Who hasn't?
I mean, neither.
Oh my god! It's the King of Anime podcast, everybody! Welcome! We're gonna get litty like a titty. Because I need to get litty like a titty. Me took a nap. Nap was mistake and now I'm all drowsy and shit. I need to go back to taking a nap. Maybe I should just take a nap in the middle of this live stream.
And then it's just me and Satsuki?
Yeah.
I think we could hold down the fort. Satsuki, we got it?
Yeah, we got it.
Sweet.
All right. I'm just gonna go like over here in the corner over here, and if I say anything in my sleep like sussy baka or litty like a titty, you know it's me.
Or stop doing that, I'm asleep.
Oh Lord. Scarlet Disaster, what's up? Constant I don't know. Hey, what's up, Constantine? That's the best I can do. I apologize. Sitting Tree VA, what's up? Trevin McKenty, what's going on? Beyond Music, how's everything doing? Fictational G. You're out of prison? Yeah. Just don't spam. Don't spam, and you won't get timed out.
Spamming is not essential.
It is
a
not.
Sentence is good.
Yeah. So this is the King of Anime podcast, the podcast in which at the beginning of every season we pick a bunch of shows to watch and we kill or pass it. Takes 2 kills to kill the show. That means 2 or more kills, and that means we never gotta watch it again because it's bad. Or we like it and we give it a pass, and it takes 2 or more passes for a show to pass, and that means we like it. I've ran out of material.
Yeah.
Litty like a titty. Cha 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 cha. That's what SeaTactics is right now.
Co-hosts, introduce yourselves.
Hey, it is I, Everything Animated. I was asked in a SeaTactics server the other day, why did you name yourself Everything Animated? And I told them why. Or how. There you
go.
As for me, I am Satsuki the Savage. And I was wrong on some things. I'll say that here and now. We'll get into it, but I had fun this week.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
I saw you singing.
Oh yeah. That was we were coming back from Planet Fitness, and I was just like, I'm gonna play some anime openers.
Yeah, it was really fun. You should take your show on the road.
I don't know. I think it should stay private, and then whenever I want to give people a sneak peek, then I'll do it. But yeah, I'll keep it contained right now.
You seem like someone who would be fun after a few drinks in them, and then we'd just be singing in a freaking music hall. We'll just be like, yeah, woo, and like that one song you were singing,
or do the karaoke thing,
Yeah, good times. We got
Rising's in the chat.
Hey, Rising.
Yo.
We're eventually gonna be talking about My Hero Academia, the My Villain Academia arc, so that should be fun. Eventually.
QRW6 says, "What up, KOA? Rewatch 86 and dubbed, and that last scene still hits. Waiting for season 2 now. Yep, next season. We're finally. Next season is gonna have just a bunch of killer anime in it again. It's gonna be great.
I know. Especially the end of September. All the Demon Slayer
fans
out there.
Hell yeah.
September 25th.
Hell yeah. Pinnaco, what's up? How's everything going? So I guess we should just go ahead and get into the write-ins. I need to make an actual graphic for this, but not this week. The first question is really not a question, it's more of a statement. It's just cap tactics. Wrong.
Bad writing.
I am definitely not cap at all. I am... Well, actually, this fits in with the next question, which is, C said in his latest video on Blunder Egg that Funimation shouldn't have had Rika say no cap because it dates the product and nobody will be saying cap in 2050. So, I'm going to make sure I remember to watch KOA again in 2050 and leave a comment asking why he's saying cap.
That's like 30 years from now. God, how old? I'm going to be an old man by that time.
I'll be right there with you.
It's going to be like, hey, how come the kids aren't saying no cap?
By that time, maybe Funimation's going to claim the Wonder Egg video.
They'll claim it by then. 30 years in the future, we're just like old people's like, oh shit, Funimation claimed this.
Oh my god.
Gonna have to appeal it again.
And then we'll still be complaining about Katakawa or something.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Let's see here. Why do you think Elsa from ReZero
Oh my god.
ReZero smells? Is it because of her bad breath? Or is it the bad body odor? I mean, Satsuki.
No comment.
Wait, you want me to answer this ridiculous question? It's a bad question and it's from Light Ruler. He has asked 3 bad questions back to back to back. So you have 3-peated. Congratulations. Terrible questions. I would not dignify it with a thought out response at all. It's just bad.
All right.
Light Ruler is not good at answering asking questions.
Can we submit questions to Light Ruler to answer and get him on the podcast?
No.
I thought we.
I mean, we can, but I wouldn't do that. I would not participate.
Since y'all love lollies, who's your favorite lolly?
I don't like lollies. The only lolly I ever liked was Philo, and that's because she kicks Spear Hero in the dick.
Why are we getting loaded questions?
I don't know, man. It's a lot of assumptions. I mean, everyone knows how much I hate lollies. So, but I will say, I guess the most lolly-like character that I like, I guess, is Eliasfiel von Einsburn from Fate.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, she tells people to cut off people's heads and violate them. So.
While the head is off?
Yeah, while the head is off. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
Well, she has Berserker, so she can't be that bad.
I mean, yeah, that's true. It's all good. Saucy, what's your favorite lolly?
I don't really know if I have a favorite lolly. I never thought about that, but I'll just say someone that comes to mind. Tatsumaki from One Punch Man is pretty cool. So,
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
I miss One Punch Man. It's crazy we covered that on this show. That's that's just so weird.
We covered the knockoff version too.
Yeah, looked pretty bad.
Oh my god, we covered we did Mob Psycho 100 as well. What the?
Yeah, that was good.
Dude, I remember none of this. That's just insane to me. That feels like a totally different timeline.
It was.
What are your guys' opinion on anime piracy, not only in series but also in movies, manga, and light novels? I will say this: this question can never be answered correctly. People will fucking yell at you any answer you get. So
right.
I'm just gonna say, if you like anime, watch the anime, whatever way you are currently watching it through.
Well, I'll say on this first. Finally, we got a good question. But yeah, anime piracy or piracy in general. But I'll just keep it to like anime, manga, light novels because these things are less accessible than things like, let's say, our movies or anything where we have like plenty of streaming sites and everything is on the ready. I mean, I pirate a lot of things. I'm not going to lie. Like, is kind of ridiculous. So, but I'm not a person like, even though I do it, I don't encourage other people to do it. I don't sit there and say, fuck buying it. Don't buy Viz. Just go to one of these third party sites and read it off there. I don't encourage anybody to do it because that's going to take money away from the creators. Um, so there's a lot of morality issues with it, but people mention that, like I said, things aren't as accessible for us being in the States. There's some anime you can only watch by pirating it, so that's just how things are. There are plenty of webtoons, for example, that aren't officially translated, so you have to get the fan scans and they had to translate it. So there's a lot of things you kind of forced to pirate being from a foreign country. But again, I don't advocate for it, but I do it.
I mean, we're covering a show. We're about to talk about a show you cannot get an official release for, like, anymore. That's out of print. Berserk 1997. Like, it's all on YouTube because the copyright holders is all fucked up. Like, everybody owns like a certain part of it, and it's in different countries and shit. So that's Evangelion was one of those for the longest time. It's finally coming out with a Blu-ray. So, and even then, it's kind of that the way they're releasing it is kind of fucked up. So, I mean, it's just, yeah. If you can't, it's all we can do, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, that's see, when it comes to the anime piracy thing or piracy in general, like it's kind of like it's good and it's bad. The whole piracy thing is depending on how popular whatever is, it just goes to show you that people support and they enjoy your medium. And right, I agree, there are some physical copies that we can't get a hold of. Unfortunately, there are some streaming sites that don't have Berserk 97 or any of these other lost and unknown anime, and unfortunately piracy is the only way to watch it. So I'd say that's the only way to really watch certain shows or movies for that matter. But I think if you really like something, and I did this with the first 2 seasons of Snafu, I bought the physical Blu-rays because I liked that show so much. I even bought the first season of One Punch Man. I liked it so much. That's just kind of my way of saying I support this show and I want to see more. And gotta admit, I haven't bought anything physical in a long time because everything's kind of going to streaming now. So I just think that these companies just need to like stop holding out on certain things and just put them on streaming sites. I mean, look at, was it last year they finally put Evangelion streaming on Netflix?
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably a pipe dream a long time ago. Piracy was the only way you could watch it, and now you can watch it on Netflix.
They even like the whole Evangelion thing is an extra bit of crazy because not only did they re-release it, they fucking redubbed it, and the redubbed version of it is really fucking good. like it's insane.
But see, that's an example right there. If the piracy wasn't as popular, if the show wasn't as popular as it was and the only way to watch it was through piracy, would it have seen the light of day and made it to Netflix? That just goes to show you that the power of the fans and them wanting something kind of turned out to be in a good way. I just think more of these shows need to be put on streaming sites so that we can start seeing them. Like Berserk would be a huge one to put on. Yeah.
Oh my God, seeing that in remastered, like HD. Like God, we're watching the 480p version that's available on YouTube. It looks terrible. But if you live in the UK and you can somehow find one of these things, you can, like, they re-released Berserk in the UK only on Blu-ray, remastered. Like, everything.
Wow.
And it just didn't come out in America because the fucking rights are all messed up. But QRW6 says One Punch Man Season 1 Nakama Club? That would be very easy. That'd be the fucking easiest Nakama Club ever.
I'd watch that in a weekend.
I mean, we'd do like a whole fucking podcast on that.
Yeah, I would.
I guess Satsuki hates the idea.
Oh, well, I don't know about doing a Nakama Club on One Punch Man. I don't know. It's just that, you know, we already covered season 2 and I've already like read through it, so it'll be like a double retread for me.
God, I wouldn't even have to rewatch it.
Yeah, we could talk about it now.
we could. Let's see. Anything else? Mace Wendex says read Kingdom. I've been hearing this a lot pop up recently, but I heard also Kingdom is like 1 billion chapters long.
I don't read Kingdom anymore, but it's probably going to end up being 1,000+ chapters. I think right now where it's at is somewhere in the 500s or 600s. So it's a very long run of series about the Warren states. Pretty good series though.
Scarlet Disaster says in South America, it's impossible to get things, so they have to pirate that because things like Funimation just aren't available, which I think is
You see that?
a huge fucking blindside. How could you not, like, I get it, it's really important to have these things in the States, but just shell out the extra cash, man. Like, it's been proven that there are rabid fan bases outside of the States, in Canada, in the UK. Like, just a little bit more money. Focus some energy on that. But let's talk about... Oh, wait, we have one more question, actually. Among these 3 anime worlds, which one would you be isekai to? A, Hunter x Hunter, B, Vinland Saga, or C, Berserk?
Oh.
These are all... I would say Hunter x Hunter for me. That just seems the... It's fucking harsh still, but I think it's better than medieval and Viking times.
Right.
Hunter x Hunter is 100% better because at least there are like certain sectors that you can live peacefully. Like even like the place that Gon was from, Whale Island. I mean, you know, they had animals and whatnot, but it didn't seem like a bad place at all. But the further we get into Berserk, the further you'll realize like this world is terrible. You're already seeing like some of the things in the beginning with the demons. Vinland is a lot more tame than Berserk, but you know, in 1 second you're chilling, next you're getting invaded by Vikings. So, you know, I'm assuming when they say the Vinland Saga world, they don't just mean the world as it is. Like you can go like to America or something like that. I'm assuming they mean like we had to be in the fighting and everything. So no.
Yeah, I'd rather be... I've never seen Hunter x Hunter, but at least I'll have powers, so I'm going there.
Well, you might not, because there's a lot of people without powers.
So it's one of those. It's one of those you have to have a quirk or else it doesn't work, huh?
Well, anybody can learn it. It's just the fact that some people don't even know powers exist.
Are they called quirks? What are they called in Hunter x Hunter?
It's the power system is called Nin.
Nin.
Yes.
9 Inch Nails. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You are the perfect drug. Great song. Berserk 1997, episodes 11 and 12. Princess Charlotte has to be the easiest girl ever. Like
what do you mean? Please explain.
Griffith doesn't have to do much, I feel, and Princess Charlotte is like, "Oh, Griffith, you are so dreamy. Please wait for me on the battlefield because I will wait for you." And then like Like she has people that's like, Lady Charlotte, please do not be giving away like all your stuff. Like you are like 15. What are you doing? But he's so dreamy. Why are you treating me this way? I love him.
You're just saying that because nobody blew in a leaf for you.
Wow. Wow. I'll do
Sounds
it
like
for
jealousy.
I'll do it for myself. I don't need Griffith.
You're gonna
It's not
blow
the
it.
same.
You.
I'm gonna blow myself. I mean, blow the leaf myself.
I was about to say that, but then you went ahead and said it. So.
I mean, to be fair, Griffith is a pretty person, so that also has something to do with it. Yes, he doesn't really have to do much in terms of wooing her, but I think he just like, you know, his appearance speaks for himself. It's kind of just like, yeah, he does. Yeah, it's low effort, but then also too, she's 16, so.
You know what? That's very true. I think pretty people get away with a lot of things. You remember that one guy who had his mugshot taken and he was like going to jail for murder, and then they posted online he was really attractive. Like I'll admit he was a handsome fella, and then all of a sudden everyone in the comments that were female, oh, can't we just let him go? He's so dreamy. This guy committed murder.
Yeah,
and yet
100%.
They wanted him released.
100%. Your appearance helps you in a lot of different things. I mean, trying to relate it to anime, there was something where, and this happened semi-recently, maybe within like the last 2 to 3 years, there was a real life yandere chick who like stabbed her significant other, and I don't think she ended up killing the guy, but she stabbed him up, and there was a picture of her just like covered in blood that was going around, and I mean, she was an attractive person, and because of that, you know, people gave her this yandere tag attached to her, and you know, people were going, you know, people were in because this was on Twitter, people was on Twitter talking about like, I want a yandere girl like that, and some people are that deprived. Yes,
people are sick. I tell you what, they're just they ain't got no morals. They'll be like, yeah, I'll be stabbed and everything, but at least I'll get some. Yeah, okay.
I will say that there's one thing more worse than that, and that's actually what happened in this episode 11 Berserk. It's all of Sean's quotes this week. He's too powerful. What did you say? That's just, you know, that's just a sampler, but there's more of he beat that monster in 2 strikes? That's our commander.
I just like how they don't consistently keep him on, because he was literally working for the guy that they he was literally working for the other guy. Like I understand he's going to play various voices, but like the voices he plays are like, he works for like everybody. So like Sean is everywhere.
I mean, he even says, "That's not fair, and you know it." Man, he's giving it his all. This is the role of his life. You know, technically, this is one of them.
The roles of his life.
Yeah, it's this,
he plays so many.
He's the whole supporting cast. Might as well. Who knows?
Oh my God.
I think it was Corcus though. He said, "I'm shaking because I'm excited. That's all." That was great. He's such an asshole, but he always gets his comeuppance and like these weird one-liners that he has.
Is she smoking a cigarette covered in blood?
I think so.
Who's she calling? Mom, I'm going to jail. Let me take a drag on this cigarette.
Jesus Christ. This is disturbing.
Even the way they approached her is just like real casual. As if she didn't just stab somebody.
Right. It's like, all right, come on, get off the phone. You're going to jail. God.
That's a shame. Though a lot of this episode was really focused on just a bunch of men telling Casca she doesn't belong on the battlefield.
Oh,
Yeah,
That
I
was
felt they were a
awkward.
little too on a nose. I felt like they were a little too on the nose about it, especially I don't know why I'm forgetting his name because the corporal wits guy.
Sir Adonis?
Yes.
Women have no place playing knight on the battlefield.
you should surrender now. You'll be my whore. It's like Jesus.
So funny, just over the top. Like, it's insane. I wonder if it's a dub thing. That's why it was so obvious and so on the nose.
No, it was still because I read the. Actually, I don't know if I read the manga first, but this definitely happened in the manga as well.
Damn.
And I don't feel like it was any tact towards it. You know, it was this obvious just so Casca could kind of relate what Adonis was saying to what Gut said later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, honing in on Casca not being totally fit on the battlefield because she's a woman.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this episode, like, it's from everybody. Like, it's even from Guts. Like, he even says the same stuff, basically. And he just has a great quote, just out of context. He just says, "Women." And then Casa looks at him and is like, "What?" Oh, it's good shit.
I just saved your life. Why are you coming at me naked?
She almost killed him. Threw a knife at him.
That I want to say this. That is one thing I liked about what was going on with Casca and Guts is that she was naked the entire time, and it wasn't treated as like fan service or anything. It's just they're real like casual about it. They didn't try to, you know, most anime or most series are going to try to play it up. You'll probably see a stupid gag or something like that, but you know, they treated the moment very seriously.
Yeah, it was there, and that was it. Like, it didn't. This is presented really good. Yeah, I agree. Lightning Eagle has arrived.
Hey,
Yo.
Lightning. He's about to go balls deep with Ball.
What does that mean?
He knows.
Oh my god.
Am I the only? Me and Satsuki are the only ones that don't know.
Well, if you follow him on Twitch, you'll know. He says it all the time.
Yeah, I'm never on Twitch. So
I'm scared now.
maybe I need to pop up every now and again. Let's see what else. Adonis, is he like an incel? Because he has the attitude of one. He's right there. He could be one. But I really want to call him an incel, like really badly.
No, I don't think that can be applied to him because incel is more so something that's born more of jealousy, and it goes to people who aren't like sexually active. He's just misogynistic. That's all it is. Just extremely sexist. I mean, sexist comes with the whole incel tag, but he's sexist in a different way.
Adonis is the blonde-haired guy, right?
Yeah, he's the
guy who has many techniques running in his family that are worthless.
Right. There's 100 generations, right? He's an idiot.
I'm going to spin my staff around in circles, and because it's passed down 150 years.
Right. What kind of fucking move was that? I can spin a freaking little stick around, and I don't claim it to be legendary.
To be fair, he did finish it. If he finished it, Guts might have died.
Yeah, he didn't give him a chance to do that. It's kind of like in Dragon Ball where they give them all the time in the world to charge. Why don't they ever not let them charge?
Yeah,
I like that. I like Guts planning.
Toriyama's gonna call you. Shut the fuck up, EA.
We discussed this before. You're spilling the secrets of the Dragon Balls.
Right. Who told you this? I gotta know.
Yeah, but I'm glad that Guts just attacked him because I was sitting there the whole time like, why are you guys letting him talk? He has a whole monologue. This is a battlefield, and why are people spectating? But like, what the fuck?
They could shoot an arrow right in his neck, and he'd be done. But no, they're like, "Oh God, he's winding up for the pitch. He's gonna do his spinneroonie."
Well, see what's funny is like Adonis is both dumb and smart. He actually shoots Guts when he's distracted with Casca and stuff.
Yeah.
So like,
is he dead?
Adonis?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
No, he's
I don't
not
think
dead.
so.
No, they confirmed he's not dead because the men that we saw at the end of the episodes were at the end of the episode were there on his orders.
How did they let him get away? He was on the ground. Just stab him.
They should have never even let him take out the. Because think about it. Unless he already had it preloaded, he had to sit there and load up the crossbow and then shoot him.
That is so true. As he's injured and probably concussed and bleeding from his forehead, he's like, "Hold on a minute." And then he just gets it in there.
Let me use the crossbow passed down 100 years through the Sir Adonis family line thing.
Yes. And then he has the time to shoot it, and then he just
maybe
shot him.
Maybe the fact he didn't have a monologue about his family generation. Maybe he was the first person to actually do something like that. So now he's a pioneer.
He's gonna pass it down. First, you gotta get knocked the fuck out. And then you, when they're distracted, talking about other people or whatever, just cock it back, and then boom. I bestow this onto you, son.
I have a theory on why he was able to do that without anybody doing anything to him.
Let's hear it.
All right. For anybody who has watched JoJo Part 3, Zawaldo.
He has a stand. Sir Adonis
stand.
has a stand. What is his stand?
Oh my god.
It's Zawaldo.
This is a Waldo.
But he's in the early stages of it, so he was only able to stop time for 1 second. He didn't realize it himself, though. He's still learning.
Can't wait.
So at the end of the episode,
we learn about stands in Berserk.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, can we call a group full of children stands?
No?
No.
Well, there was a guy in Part 4. I mean, it wasn't little children, but he had like these little toy soldiers almost. I forgot what it was called. It was like, was it like Golden Company? It was something company.
Yeah.
Bad Company?
I know who you're talking about. They sometimes name the moves after bands. I know one of them was Red Hot Chili Pepper. That was the name of the stand.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice, AC. Well, it wasn't a stand, but AC/DC, a lot of stuff.
Well, at the end, Guts and Casca fall into the river, which is kind of where episode 12 really picks up, which one of my favorite episodes as well. I love this episode.
Everything's your favorite.
I just love this show. So what did you guys think about episode 12 of Berserk?
It was a nice little kind of introduction to Casca and her upbringing. You know, nothing in Berserk seems sacred. Poor Casca getting sold off to, who was he? Like a
nobleman.
Yeah, right, a nobleman. I was about to say clergyman, but that's not it. But yeah, and then Guts kind of saves her. Like,
or
he just
Griffith.
Did I say Griffin? Fucking A.
No. Oh wait, do you mean saved her on the battlefield or in the flashback?
In the flashback, and then just said, "No, you get to choose." And then she just, 5 years old, just murders someone.
Which parallels to Guts.
Does.
A lot of Casca and Guts actually parallel, which this is why I like it so much. It's really cool in the manga as well, of course. But I love that Casca and Guts literally hate each other because they're kind of not as the same people, but they relate to each other in so many of their life experiences. It's really interesting.
It's because of you.
It's because of you. You hurt Griffith. Why did it have to be you?
It's always you. I'm jealous. And that was the thing she was saying too, that she was jealous of him because he looked at him with a smile the same way that he did to her. That was her reasoning behind it.
Yeah, she's jealous. Guts getting that Griffith D. Casca ain't.
Speaking of getting D, freaking Griffith was getting what's the nice way to put it?
He was selling himself.
He was selling himself to
pay.
get. Yep. Because I was like, I saw it and it kind of happens really quick, and then Casca was like, I missaw it. I didn't see what I thought I saw, did I? I went, oh shit, yeah, that's what because I was a little confused. And I'm like, are they going this route? And sure enough, they did. Gave for pay.
Yep, and he had to do what he had to do to keep the Band of the Hawk together and keep money flowing into the company. So,
speaking of flowing,
wait, where? Oh, wait.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a reference to him cutting his arms open with his nails, because
Jesus,
like, holy shit,
that looks so painful.
Like, I mean, think what he had to do that, and but I think this revealed, like, throughout the years he's had to do a lot of things that he probably really does not like at all.
Mm-hmm.
But he's so focused on this dream, this goal of having his own kingdom and and all this, that to him he deems it a worthy sacrifice, but maybe the toll is weighing on him a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to think Griffith's goal is kind of like, I think, like, the way I think of it is like a spirit bomb where everybody's putting their hands up, everybody's putting their energy into this one big grandiose goal from Griffith. And for Casca, and for especially Griffith, if it fails, that means letting down all the dead comrades that believed in Griffith's ambition and tagged along with him. So it's deeper than just wanting to fulfill what Griffith wants. It's, at this point, it's a shared dream with everyone. Everyone has bought into this dream, and that's why they stay together so strongly, despite being a mercenary band.
Pippin had a line in this episode too. It's like his third line. That's great.
And it was, yeah.
Me Pippin. Me go back to eating hamburger.
No, I think he was the one that said something about Corcus shaking. I think he was the one.
Oh, so that was last episode. Okay.
That might have been. Corcus, why are you shaking? I'm not shaking. I have diabetes.
Okay.
We have but speaking of quotes, we have another quote from world famous voice actor Sean. So who cares if they're dead or alive? But what I don't understand is why Sir Adon wait, what is this? What I write here?
Oh my god.
Cares about these two. Yeah, and then the quote from Guts in the very beginning. Woman, you've gone completely insane. That was a good one.
I felt for Guts. Just, he takes care of Casca, he almost dies immediately.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
But
He was giving her warmth.
Yeah, which is another parallel.
yeah, it's a pretty cool moment.
Yep.
I'm surprised we didn't talk about, like, the biggest thing that led to pretty much everything that happened in the last episode, and that was Casca fighting on her period.
Oh yeah.
Which sparked everything.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes.
Yep.
You know? For some reason, I thought she was like sick or something, and that maybe she had gotten hurt, but that was her on her period.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Yep.
makes sense. I'm an idiot.
I mean, they don't explicitly say it. It's just you. And granted, the anime didn't really like show it well. I don't think it showed it well because in the manga it's super clear what's going on. Because they give you like this glimpse of Casca bleeding, but like the anime it just looks weird. Like it's almost like you can't really make out what that is, but it was her leg that was bleeding, her thigh that was bleeding, and you get this through Gut saying, oh, so that's what was going on. That's how they don't ever explicitly say like Casca was on her period or anything like that. At least not in these 2 episodes that we watched, but yeah. That's
Okay.
what was going on.
So yeah, I completely thought she was like sick or something happened, but now it makes sense because she said, "Oh no, why must this be happening now? Damn it."
Yeah.
I'm a genius.
Casca's just fucking cool. How could anybody hate Casca? Are there people that hate Casca?
Her own parents.
I guess.
Adonis.
Yeah, apparently him too.
Guts thinks she's insane.
Yeah, but I never got the feeling that he hated her. It's just he doesn't want to die.
Right. I mean, think about that. You give somebody soup while they're laying sick in bed, and then the next thing they do is they throw a knife at you. I think I would do the same thing. You've gone insane.
So I also find it interesting how Griffith in many ways kind of gave Casca her agency to do whatever she wants, fulfill her own dreams and live out her own goals, right? And to pursue them. But interestingly enough, you see a scene where a child is killed, and it's Griffith who says maybe it was Griffith's dream that killed this boy. I found that really fascinating because his dream saved Casca, in a sense. Obviously, she has her own dream or whatever, but it didn't work for this boy.
Yeah, it was really sad. Yeah, that death of that kid kind of like sent him over. It definitely weighed on him.
It also shows you that when it comes to Griffith, his ambition is his number one. Now we see this kind of faltering when it comes to Guts because he's doing things that are reckless that would compromise himself, and that's what has Casca concerned. But overall, you can pretty much say with this flashback, Griffith would 100% not that he wouldn't care, but he would be fine with a lot of the people that he may call comrades die for the sake of his purpose, because at the end of the day, for him, he just wants to achieve his goal and he'll do anything for it.
Any final thoughts on Berserk 1997?
I can't wait to see what happens next. I think aren't we halfway through now? Wow.
Only 12
and
more
after
left?
that, it's the golden movies or whatever they're called.
Yeah. We should just do like a whole Nakama club.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Oh, did we decide we're doing that? Okay.
Isn't that what this is? Is a Nakama club?
Well, no, if on the movies.
Oh, you mean on the okay?
Because the movies give a lot of. It's really cool. It's really cool. I like the movies.
Next episode is going to be really good.
Oh, alrighty then.
Oh yeah, the next episode it's also in the movies and it's really good too. The movie's just great. What are we covering next? Sonny Boy. Okay, let's talk about Sonny Boy. Let's talk about
Satsuki.
The prophecy of Sonny Boy.
Satsuki, you have some explaining to do.
See, what happened was I looked at my calendar and I seen it was 2020 rather than 2021, so I got my days mixed up.
Oh my god.
You gotta flip that calendar over.
The prophecy of Sonny Boy was bullshit. I was stalling for time. But I feel like this show and its tenure on this podcast is coming to a close pretty soon.
You know, tenure is like a really good word. It feels like it's been years we've been covering this show.
This show, I don't know what's going on. I felt like this episode could have been like an episode 1 of Sonny Boy. Like, it felt like we were immersed in a completely different world, and maybe that was the point, but I didn't understand the purpose of it. Like, here's the thing, like with this show, I can see some of the parallels and the symbolism with certain things, like with us following Nagara and him carrying these fucking whatever, like cinder blocks, I don't know what the fuck it was, blocks down the stairs. It kind of parallels to the whole when Raj was looking at the ant farm and he's just observing them, and they, you know, they're working like ants, so that connects. But what's the real significance of that other than that itself? I guess in the grand scheme, maybe you could say, maybe just like Raj was looking at the ants, maybe God is looking at all of the students as if it's an ant farm, and he's doing it out of curiosity rather than some big goal, whatever. But yeah, that's all I really got. I don't know.
There was a dude in this anime with a 6-foot sock head.
An umbrella man.
An umbrella man who was apparently a bat, and they were eating dirty worms.
That were
What the
noodles
fuck?
or spaghetti.
And then
It
they
smells
get
like
killed.
sunshine as well.
They get killed by these fucking glow-in-the-dark worms too.
Who have mouths.
Right. The fuck's happening in any, like, this has been consistent with the whole series, is that nothing happens except weird shit.
Oh Jesus, I don't know, like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. I just know, like, we got introduced to Futsuboshi. I had to write that name down to remember it, and they've been there for like 200 years. And like, I would be interested in this, is like if Soxy said, if this was the first episode and this was the setting and we just continued on this plot thread, but the episode begins of him like falling up and teleporting to this world, and then they just meet up with each other, and Mizuho's there, and she's like, I have written down here, Mizuho's apology is weird. I don't remember what the fuck, like, what's going on?
I'm just here for Mizuho being cute. That's it.
Well,
I don't
she
know
was
what else.
very cute this episode, so.
I don't know what else is going on. Like Hoshi just steers the fucking cube, the fucking game cube, and they're just like, we're out, peace. They're just going. I'm like, where are they going exactly? This
is unironically, I'm not kidding, the things I enjoy about this show is like more about us talking about it and being confused and like reading Scarlett's comments, because Scarlet Disaster is really into this, and like I feel like I understand this show through Scarlet Disaster.
Yeah, it seems like Scarlet has a grasp on this show, but me, it just feels like I'm trying to just grab fucking soap rather than more soap. I don't know what.
That's a good analogy.
I don't know what I'm watching. I don't know what to take away from this show. That's why, like, anytime we talk about it, I can't tell you if what I saw was good or bad because I can't understand what happened or why it happened or when it happened because like damn, the sense of time is just fucked.
Yeah, I don't know how long they've been in doing this. It feels like eternity. I'll tell you that right now. Me personally, once again, feels like I've been watching this show for 10 years. And it's only been it's episode 7. We're just over the halfway mark. Maybe it's because of 2 Year Eternity being 20 episodes and already ending this week. I don't know, but it's a weird ass show. Scarlet Disaster says, I freaking love this episode because I'm a sucker for symbolism. And in this episode, we have things like the Tower of Babel with an atmosphere of punishment of Sisyphus. And I am just in the Sonny Boy Reddit. Here's a comment that I saw earlier about the episode. So it's gonna be explained.
There was a dude in this episode named 2-Star or 2-Ring, and he sounded like an old man. I mean, maybe I thought he sounded super old. He's like, yeah, it's just me. We're doing this. We've been doing this for years, and then he got ate by glowing worms.
Why even have this character? Like, he had like a role in this episode, and he just dies.
And then he's like sad about it for a little bit. Then he's like, I'm gonna feed this waitress girl some nasty ass. I don't know what the fuck.
What the fuck was it? I thought it was like a fucking dildo flute or something. Like, what the fuck?
It was like a giant gummy worm or something.
And she hated it.
Yeah, and she kept, it's so disgusting. Oh.
And then he just goes down or upstairs and he's like, I'm gonna flip this shit around. And then he does it. And then the guy's like, you've changed. And I'm like, okay. Okay. What? I don't know what's going on.
Holy shit. Scarlet Disaster says, people just go about their daily lives, even if they know they are being lied to, purposefully not questioning things to not break the facade of that meaningless existence.
Is that what was trying to be conveyed?
I mean, that's really fucking cool.
The eating of dirty worms, is that what they conveyed it?
Well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like, it's that's cool. Like, the way, like, on paper, that's really fucking cool.
Sure.
The execution, I don't even want to say the execution is bad. It's just...
It is.
It's just aimless. It's an aimless execution. It's like... I don't even want to say it. It's just weird. It's a weird fucking show. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't even hate this show. I'm just...
I do.
I'm just flabbergasted.
Okay, so to, I guess like further explain what Scarlet Disaster said about, people going about their daily lives, that comment, you guys just read it in the live chat, but like it makes sense because the guy who was talking to Nagara was, when Nagara was like, wait, why are you guys carrying it downstairs rather than up if you're building this tower? That doesn't make any sense. And then the guy's just like, I just do what I'm told pretty much. And, you can see it in like what people do, like, cause nobody tries to break out of line. Everybody's it's just like ants, they just do what they're told and that's it. They just have their goal and they don't question anything. Nobody's even, it seems, attempted to question or take action against the people telling them what to do, because if everybody just attacked, I mean, I don't even know what these guys are like holding over them. Like, are they blackmailing them or something or what? I don't understand how people like that have authority, but maybe that's the point. People just have authority already established and people just follow suit because of that.
It's the sock on top of their head that tells them that they're in charge.
I need to wear socks over my head.
Yeah.
Well, you'll just be like the Red Hot Chili Peppers at that point. Scarlet Disaster says...
They didn't wear them over that head.
Basically,
Oh my God.
there's a group of castaways doing pointless Black Company slash Sisyphus style work because they don't want to think, and there's some kind of elite group in charge of all of them trying to blame Nagara for everything. On the side of the classroom we're following, a bunch of people took their ark to travel, while the science dude gave himself a ship to travel. What?
Yeah, Raj took the ship and he just said, "I'm out." And then
that's right.
The other kids with Hoshi took the GameCube and they said, "I'm out."
I took the GameCube.
Okama Game Sphere.
Oh yes, the Okama Game Sphere.
I'm
you
just
know, you know what needs to be done, Ben.
okay, I'm just gonna listen. I don't want to be the
I'll do it.
I don't want to kill this show. I still don't want to kill. I'm gonna watch this still.
I'm putting
I don't know why.
a knife right through this fucking show.
I can't. It's the same reason every week. This show is confusing, doesn't make a lot of sense, and I don't understand it, and it's hard to get invested in it some weeks.
But why would you want to watch something like that?
I don't know. It's weird. It's fascinating. I don't know.
Why not watch something that's good and
It's
like has a cohesive story? And...
It's like watching X-Arm. You can't look away.
No. I didn't want to watch X-Arm until I was coaxed into it.
Satsuki, in the middle of the podcast, you're posting pictures of Elsa in a bikini. Explain yourself.
Ben, I think we know. I think that's like saying why water is wet. I mean, come on now.
I mean, like, I don't see the issue. I mean, we don't know what's going on anyways. Like, why question what I'm doing? Question the show.
See that? He's more interested in posting pics than the damn show. What does that tell you? The show is boring.
I mean, it is Elsa, so I would do this at any time.
Unless it was Hayase. We'll talk about that later. Courtesy pass. That's the best I can do.
Okay. So who wants to be last to make the final decision?
Well, I mean, I already said what I said. I'm killing it, so it's you.
Okay. So I'm doing this based on myself giving this show that prophecy thing. I said that things were going to change from this point on, and the world that we knew as Sonny Boy would completely change. But just as they said in this episode, when Nagara sniffed the fur ball and Raj was like, making a connection to Nagara, where he was saying, no matter what condition it is, it never changes. No matter how many times we think about the show, our confusion will never change. We will always be in a constant state of confusion. We would never know what's going on in the show unless Scarlet Disaster or some Reddit person tells us what's going on. So based on that, I am killing the show.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? The definition of this series is pretty much meet the new boss, same as the old boss. That's it.
Just different ways to confuse us.
Yeah.
It's just like a magician on a sidewalk. It's like, watch this shit, and it just distracts you for like fucking 12 episodes, and then we walk away like, what did I just see? Why did I just stay there? I feel like that's what's going to be Sonny Boy.
Right,
oh, Lord.
Because I guarantee you, the last episode, we're gonna be even more confused than when we started. So, to me, there's no reason to keep watching this. This is not a good show.
I will keep watching it.
Poor Scarlet.
I feel like I'll probably give it a 2-episode cushion, kind of like what I do for Sean McKean now. I give it 3 episodes before I end up watching those episodes. So I'll do that with Sonny Boy. I'll finish it.
I can't believe you're still watching Shaman King.
It is not a good show, but I really like Hal. We never got to Hal, but I really like Hal. He's the saving grace of the show.
At least you can't say we didn't try with Sonny Boy. 7 episodes, I suppose. Kashira. What's the next show on the lizard? Jahi-Sama. All right, Jahi-Sama episode 4. I know you guys were a little bit bullish on episode 3, so we could run into a situation, maybe, possibly, where Jahi-Sama is also killed this week, and then it's up to the audience to choose the demon lolly girl that turns into a well-endowed demon girl, or Nagara. I don't know.
If it comes to that, where they're both up to get killed, that will show. That's like the ultimate show of like our fan base, like like who are watching. Do you want the lollies or do you want the fucking, I don't know, existential crisis show where we don't know what the fuck is going on?
Written by a drunk 40-year-old. Scarlett says it's all right. There's going to be a replacement. I recommend Kandacho no Kan.
No, we're not watching that.
Well, Scarlett says
what's
you
that?
barely need to enjoy it. You barely need to think to enjoy it. So
That is the girlfriend and girlfriend show. No.
Oh,
I'm putting my foot down. Hell no.
I saw the first episode. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no. Like, I read the synopsis. That's as far as I'll get to that show.
I feel like at this point people will want us to watch Peach Boy Riverside or something, or just.
I'd much rather watch that.
So
But that show is also bad.
Yeah, it is.
It airs the episodes out of order for no reason.
No way.
I'm not kidding. It
No.
airs it out of. I'm like episode 2 is actually supposed to be like episode 5 or some shit.
My God.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, and it's for no reason. It's not like Baccano where the structure of the story is supposed to be out of linear order. It
Right.
literally just does it because it's like the director said, you know, everybody's like, okay, release the show. And he's like, but what if we shuffle it? And then everybody's like, no, that's fucking stupid. And he's like, just go ahead and see what happens. That's pretty much the show.
He must think that he's the next Quentin Tarantino or something to do something like that. At least Baccano did that right when they shuffled it their style.
So Jahi-Sama episode 4. What did you guys think about this episode?
Jahi-Sama is dumb. I'm not the show, like just her character in general. She's not very intelligent. I mean, for somebody who's supposed to be like the second strongest thing in the world, she doesn't really have a clue about how anything works. And albeit she probably never had to work for anything because she was always powerful, yada yada yada, but I don't know. I just don't really care for her. And then there's this Jotaro wannabe person that wants to fight Jahi-Sama, and she had this blood capsule that if she would have drank it to begin with, she just would have gotten huge. So instead we got Clifford the big red dog that goes ahead and laps it up and just licks up on what's her face. And people are just like, oh, look at that huge dog.
Yeah, they were
not even panicked.
No, this is the
actually-
quote. A cosplayer is being attacked by a giant dog.
Yeah, they were being too calm about that. Like, it's a big ass dog. What the hell?
So-
I'd be like,
Right.
is this like Godzilla's dog?
It's
Right, I
so
would have been
stupid.
terrified. I would have been so terrified. The only good thing in this show is the landlord, and of course, the MILF of the century, the boss lady.
There. Okay, so does the Jotaro girl realize that she's trying to ruin Jahi's reputation, which is already pretty much ruined?
Yeah, I don't think she realizes that.
No, she doesn't, and I didn't understand that either. Like when she was working there and helping people and being nice, she should have to ruin the reputation. You spit in customers' faces. You take the food and just wipe your ass with it. That's how you get
Oh my
fired.
God.
That's how you ruin a reputation.
She's being a
But
good
instead-
employee.
Right? That's like how you.
Yeah, okay, I'm not defending her for like doing like good things because she actually did a better job than Jahi. It seemed, but at the same time, I think an issue of that is the fact that she still has to do it, even though she's ruining her reputation. She has the veil of looking like Jahi-sama. It's still like, think about how embarrassing that would be to do some of the things that she wanted to do to ruin her reputation. Like you'll still feel weird about it. But
Mhm.
they are like demons, so that shouldn't really affect them.
I also feel like there should be more fan service in the show based off the way the
What?
show is presented. No, hear me
This
out.
is
Hear me out.
strange
Like,
coming from you.
no, I'm not saying I want more fan service. I'm saying it's weird that there isn't fucking fan service all the time. Like, wouldn't you think a show of this caliber would just have oodles of fan service?
Show of this caliber.
But
I mean,
like, it has like every other episode, like one scene, and it's like, I'm like, aren't you supposed to be trash? I don't understand this. I can't
So,
even like complain about that.
You want it to go full on trash.
Yeah, I wanted to go full
It's
on
not-
trash so I can just kill it.
It's not trash enough. It's just slightly decent and slightly bad. So then
Yeah.
you can't lean one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know, like, it's just really weird how this show doesn't have more. Why is everybody freaking out? I mean, I don't understand. Like I don't know. I guess I'm used to seeing shows like this have just a bunch of just super awful fan service. Like Remake Our Life had that. That's a trash tier show.
But that's a show that shouldn't even have that, you would think.
Well, yeah.
That show had a lot more fan service in comparison, which is crazy to think about.
It's just, I don't know. This show is just, I don't know what it's just really weird. It's like it plays to the weebs, but it's not. And I just find that very strange. Not that I want the fan service. It's just I find it strange that there isn't more. It's a little weird.
So one of the reasons why Jahi-sama is an idiot is that she had $3.06 or yen left, and she wasn't gonna get paid until the end of the week, right? So she does the smart thing by going to a shopping district to say, "How am I going to get more money?" and then buys up all the food.
I didn't understand that. That was not funny.
Like I was literally just like, this person is so stupid.
Yeah, they just kept doing the gag. They like did it 3 times. They did it for every 100 yen she had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I lost another 100. Curse you, merchant. Goes to the next one, does the exact same fucking thing. Oh no, I did it again.
And
Yeah.
I feel like this is weird. I feel like they're doing this. They did that gag because she's in a small form. Like I don't know if they would have done that gag if she was in her bigger form. Just cause like I don't know. I feel like they could kind of get away with it because like, oh yeah, the lolly doing a very childish thing, but it would have. I feel like it would have really, really fell apart if she was in her normal size.
Yeah. People would have given her that stuff for free, the way that she dresses.
Oh god.
As we established earlier, being pretty and attractive you get away with a lot of stuff.
Like murder.
Well, I wasn't looking for murder. I was just referring to if she wanted to eat for a week, all she had to do was just, be her adult form, and she would have had it.
And doesn't she have like the crystal?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Pinnacle says it best. It was trying way too hard to be funny. All it did. This whole episode was like 3 punchlines repeated over and over.
Yeah.
It
was bad. It feels bad.
And not only did they repeat the punchline over and over, they had like random ass NPC characters tell you what the joke was and why you should be laughing. Like, for example, a cosplayer is being attacked by a giant dog. We get it. We see it. Like, saying it doesn't make it more funny. It actually does the opposite.
Right. I mean, when you compare this anime to one that's absolutely hilarious, Konosuba, the freaking differences with the way they do comedy is night and day. They don't repeat the same gags, and if they do, it's like a callback, like with the whole Aqua getting eaten by a frog, and then later the same thing happened to him, but it was more than one. It was funny. It was a nice callback. This is just, let's use the same joke and tell people that it's funny because the audience is stupid.
I felt like there was like, so this episode was like 24 minutes. I felt like there was like 10 minutes worth of content just stretched out.
Yeah. I do like Salwa. Yeah,
is that the landlord?
No. The landlord and the manager don't have names. They've never been called by names.
Oh.
So like it's literally store manager and
who's Salwa?
Salwa is the new demon that came in.
Oh, the Jotaro knockoff?
Yeah. That's her. I like her a little more than the other girl, Druge or whatever, Druji, whatever her name was.
The only thing she likes to do is get sat on, and all this other shit, and she has hints of herself being kind of crazy. Did she just tell you to fucking work? And then all of a sudden she gets all happy again.
And they kind of set her up okay, I guess, because she's in this new world, so she has the opportunity to overthrow her now that things are a lot different. She's not in a demon world. She's obviously lost power, it seems. So, her story is pretty fun. And I thought some of the things were funny, like when the landlady came in there and she's like, "Fucks my money," and then she's like not as defiant as Jahi, so she just gave it up, and the landlady's like, "Damn, that was a lot easier than I thought."
Yeah, thank you. Freaking, so, what was with that bit at the end where she was making a manga, and then the ink spilled all over it? Is that like an inside joke or something?
I don't know.
I feel like they ran out of time and just threw like some shit from maybe like a extra chapter or something,
or like a 0.5 chapter, like a panel.
Yeah.
I'm killing this show. I can't. Like, it's fine. It's okay. It's whatever. It's just, there's nothing special about it. Like, the first 2 episodes were the best episodes, undoubtedly. And they were pretty fun. But episode 3 was kind of, I agree with EA. I think episode 3 wasn't bad, but it was kind of the start of noticing.
Mm-hmm.
They ran out of shit, and this one is like, oh no. Well, at least we got to see the first 2 episodes because it was just stupid. So I'm killing this show.
You know what this means?
I already got the poll made. Ready to post.
All right. Okay. Well,
I'm just gonna post it now.
I'm killing it. I'm killing it too. It's not my cup of tea.
All right.
I said this last podcast, but I feel like one thing that holds the show back is nobody has a meaningful dynamic with Jahi yet. Like even in this episode, Saw I don't even think she interacted with Jahi at any point, did she? Like she saw her, and it's like all of it, like all the comedy is just hinged on this misunderstanding that Jahi is actually still the Jahi that they knew of in the other world. And I don't know, like it's only 4 episodes into it, but I feel like that has ran its course. Like at this point, we all know it's just dramatic irony. As an audience, we all know Jahi is just trash. But nobody has picked up on that yet. And it's not even because Jahi is like smart or anything. It's just the other guys are just dumb.
That's so true.
So far with 5 votes, Sonny Boy seems to be the one that's in the lead.
They bring me back in.
I know. As soon as they get me out, throw me back in.
I mean, it's this or Jahi-Sama. I don't.
I don't think Jahi-sama's gonna get 1 vote.
It got 2.
Just now?
Yeah, it's 60-40.
Jesus, never mind. Okay.
So, yeah, so if you haven't
I'm gonna
voted
be
yet,
sweating now.
and if you want to decide which show lives, it's either Jahi or Sonny Boy.
Sounds so depressed. Jahi or Sonny Boy.
I will say this. I will say this though. If people vote for Sonny Boy, like Sonny Boy is the first community lock in like almost over a year probably.
Mm-hmm.
So that means our community just really loves Sonny Boy, and we should just give back to our community.
I guess so.
It's just, oh my god, they could literally hashtag revive Sonny Boy right now. They probably will. Who knows? So while that poll is going, I'm gonna give it another 3 or so minutes. Let's talk about the last episode of To Your Eternity. Wow. I cried. I fucking cried. Piorin died. That was so fucking sad. But she got revived.
She got revived as we don't know what, but we also got to see her when she was young. She was a pretty woman when she was young.
Just like she said. Yep.
Right, there were some people, I like that, there's some adults that are just like, I used to be beautiful. You look at them and say, no, you weren't. But when it comes to...
Yeah, you don't want to know what I'm going to tell my kids. Like, I'm going to be a damn superhero. And especially me having the foundation of the pandemic, I'm going to say, man, like, back in those days, like, people were turning into zombies right before my eyes. Like, I'm embellishing the fuck out of my backstory. They're gonna think I'm like Guts in real life.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, Grandpa Satsuki, you're so amazing. But yeah, no, she was a very pretty young woman, and it was sad seeing her go. It was also really sad to see her kind of lose a bit of her mind as she was going too. Like she was going senile, or maybe partially dementia or something. But yeah, that was sad.
That's really rough, especially like I have personal experience with that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do. So
yeah, same.
Like that that really hit home. Sad to see.
Yeah, but I like how she just gets I guess reincarnated. I assume based off that ending is she's getting reincarnated as the same thing that Fushi is.
You think so? She's gonna be an orb?
I think so.
I guess that makes sense because she did kind of go into a ball.
Yeah, and I think what is like, so this is weird. So Piorin is gonna be like really young in season 2. But is going to be like this grandmother figure to Fushi. That's gonna be weird.
The guy in black said that she's probably not even gonna remember like anything about Fushi.
Oh.
And then like said, are you still willing to take that chance? And she said yes. So it's possible they may meet each other but not know each other. But I don't know, maybe they'll like kind of like have that feeling of deja vu where it's like I feel like I've seen this person before, had this feeling. Don't know, but it's certainly going to be interesting.
I just really hope it doesn't go in a weird direction of let's do Pyoring X Fushi. Please don't do that.
That's going to be a little weird because when they met, she was like 90.
Well, Fushi's like thousands of years old, so it is what it is.
It's not their age that's the issue. It's the fact that their relationship is like grandmother and grandchild. It's just that no. I would not want to see that.
I think the King of Anime podcast just hates romance. That's what I think we just hate love.
No, because we love each other.
Yeah, and also Snafu, there was love.
Well, speaking of Snafu, I hate to break it to you guys, but Sonny Boy lives on.
I mean,
I wasn't really surprised. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep. Jahi is killed. It is now next week. It's 2 shows, Berserk and Sonny Boy.
Damn.
What a pair!
Man,
we're gonna find.
We've only that much is left now.
Yeah.
Yep.
We gotta find fucking something. Like something.
I just don't know what. I know what we could do.
Oh no.
No, nothing. No, nothing bad. Ben, this could be a chance where you could finally watch Odd Taxi.
True.
Yeah, because you guys have seen Odd Taxi. We can just.
Mm-hmm.
We can watch some Yeah.
See, I will tell you this. Out of everything I watched, and since To Your Eternity is finished, I can officially say this. I mean, we have another season to go, but just based on as it stands right now, as of August 30th, 2021, Odd Taxi is the second best show of the year so far, and it is the best non-sequel show. The Fruits Basket is the only show I will put above Odd Taxi. So I give that show a lot of praise.
I guess. Oh my god. Glitchonic says, have you guys watched Tokyo Revengers?
Yeah, we have.
The last episode. Oh my goodness. I wish. I kind of do wish we were talking about Tokyo Revengers just so I could complain about what happened, because the people, like, it's a lot of people in my server that read and watch Tokyo Revengers, but they all like it, so I never really get the chance to vent because I don't want to be like the old guy yelling at the clouds. But oh my goodness, that last episode, I'm still watching it and I still don't enjoy it, guy. I enjoy it less than what I did when it was on the podcast.
Wow, it got that worse.
It's so bad. People were literally like stealth attacking people. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Damn.
Well, people are recommending us all kinds of stuff like Food Wars, Kanajo.
Food Wars?
Yeah.
That's so old. Well, Berserk 97. But I mean, Food Wars is interesting.
Food Wars is food orgasms. Who doesn't love that?
I mean, yeah.
It's just a weird show to recommend.
That is. I mean, why not just recommend freaking Keijo while you're at it?
Good show.
Pinnacle says it's like most of the people that come across Fushi, they all eventually pass on. I mean, eventually, yeah, they would have to, because, you know, he lives forever. But yeah, I see what you mean. Pinnacle also says, I would have wanted to see if Hayase actually died. Fushi should have probably turned into her before the season ended. Also, well, he also goes on to say again, perhaps that Knocker and Hayase actually formed a bond, because we all know that the Knocker that attacked her was the one that ran from her. And I think that's exactly it. I think they have become one. And that arm we saw is obviously Hayase. And Satsuki, fucking explain yourself.
I was going to say, I know that's Hayase because I told you this last week, Satsuki. She's not dead yet until we see her die. If she dies off screen, she's not dead. And then all of a sudden, boom, she's coming back.
Okay, I have to clarify this. When I say she's dead, when a knocker did what they did to her, I'm not saying like her body is gone. I think it took over her body. I don't think she has her consciousness though. So pretty much she's not there. I still think she's dead, but that's more in spirit rather than body. Because I believe that was also Hayase, but I don't think you'll ever see the Hayase that I knew and loved before. So she's dead.
So you think she's like a zombie?
Yes, almost. Or she'll probably retain like some of her like natural features, just because of like what she said to the knocker was like, you had to have a more tactful approach. So I don't think she looks like the zombies. She probably looks exactly the same. It's just that I think it's more so the knockers have control over her body rather than she's one with the knockers and they're both
I think it's one
coexisting.
I think it's Hayase's totally in control. I think this is One Punch Man season 2. They eat the fucking fruit and they get all powerful and get all weird.
She's dead.
Who knows? We'll see. She was in the tent and she brought in a guy to have her way with him. So I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in season 2. I'm almost kind of annoyed by the fact that they keep bringing her back. Why can't we have another? Like, the knockers aren't enough to be the main villain. We have to keep bringing back Hayase too.
Okay, so if it's just the knockers, at that point it's Monster of the Week, like Inuyasha or something. So if you have a fourth, well, I guess it's still fucking like Inuyasha anyways.
I thought the whole point of the show was he meets new people all the time and gets connections with them. More so than the villains and the monsters they fight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but Inuyasha's pretty good.
No one's denying that.
I like Inuyasha. Still need to do the part 2 to the video that I did part 1 for.
Freaking Fushi, he's an older man. Because they said a couple decades went by and
several.
I don't like his design.
I'm just old.
I'm just gonna say that right now.
It looks like he's in his 30s.
I have to bring this up, and it might be the exact same thing, but I wanted to check the manga to see if it was decades as well, because I felt like that time skip was weird. Like, it's expected based on what happened, but I felt like it was real strange to have that big of a time skip. In the manga, it says a few years later, and then in the anime, it says several decades. So I don't know what's right. I don't know if this is a change. I have no clue.
Could be a mistranslation.
Goofy Land. Oh no.
No, God, no. This is not getting Goofy Land. It's It's Yoshi. Listen, no. This is Yoshitoki Oima. They're not gonna Goofy Land Yoshitoki Oima.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out next year in 2020 fall.
I guess so, but there's no way. It's Yoshitoki Oima.
As long as it doesn't go to Goofy Land route, that means our fall will be saved again,
dude.
Because fall is our worst year or season of the year.
It always has been.
Yeah. Yeah.
We may get 2 years in a row where fall's really good. What the fuck? What am I saying?
We better hope it doesn't get the Goofy Land treatment. That's all I'm saying, because decades turn to years or other way around, and then Hayase comes back and makes love to Fushi as a zombie-looking thing. Oh no,
Satsuki would be okay with that.
I would
no,
not. Why?
He just said he wouldn't.
I just said Hayase is dead to me.
Nah, probably not. Can you say no? Can you really say no?
Yeah, no.
I think you can if they're a zombie. Like, there's I don't know, who do you consider attractive, Ben? Let's say a MILF comes along and you're just like, hey, baby. And then she turns into a zombie. Are you still going to like her?
No.
Exactly.
But Satsuki, as we've established previous episodes of KOA, that he's a sick, depraved fuck.
What? I've never went as far as to say I would fornicate with a fucking zombie.
You know, you don't need to say it.
I'm not going that far.
That's what you call necrophilia.
Yeah.
We seen you watching Zombieland Saga. We know what the fuck's up. Granted, I did too, but...
I mean, the rap was cool.
It was. It was a pretty good scene. A lot of great scenes in Zombieland Saga. Just needed to be more cohesive. It's also just a basic idol show, but there's also that. I'm sorry, I pooped on Zombieland Saga. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that.
Be sure to wipe.
I like the whole thread in this episode where Fushi kind of loses his confidence and he believes that he can only bring pain to people around him and can't bring any happiness.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy because with his powers, he can like help with world hunger. So it's like he could do a lot of good in the world. It's just that
You really could.
with the knockers constantly attacking him, his loved ones keep dying in front of him. So yeah, I like, while it seemed a little redundant how he kept like looking at Pioron and then going back to the ship and then going back to her and then going back to the ship. It just, I think that just emphasized like his uncertain feelings and being afraid of what could happen to her if he were to leave her the way she was. You know, it was a hard decision to make.
All right. No comment. No further comment.
Gross Sasuke? What the fuck did I do?
We know what you did.
What did
QRW6 says the anime did a big time skip to tease the viewers for season 2. The studio is going to show how those years progress. Thank you. I'm glad that's happening.
That's probably a good point, yeah.
Yeah.
Reading what I've read, while that may happen, like us seeing those years, it wasn't an anime thing that happened. That's how the series progressed. It was after the death of Pioron, like the chapter ends with us seeing an older Fushi. So while they still might do what QRW6 said, it wasn't like a studio decision to
my guess then is that it is a mistranslation.
I hope so.
Yeah. That's the only thing it could be at this point.
Yeah, because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense otherwise. Also, it's Yoshitoki Uema. She's a fucking national treasure. And she fucking works on all of her shit too. Like she's involved with the anime and everything. So like, it's Yoshitoki Uema.
Until the studio that brought you the promised Goofy Land season 2.
Oh no!
Come around and give her that freaking I don't know, just
dude. They
give
did
her a boost of money.
They did Goofy Land and Blunder Egg.
Yep.
Are they gonna make it a hat trick?
The same fucking year we've covered Blunder Egg and Goofy Land. What the hell?
They're
the Grim Reaper.
I'm gonna say they don't know what they're doing.
They've only made like one good anime, and that's like a Fate spinoff.
Let me look at their resume really quick.
Like they did. I guess they did Bunny Girl. I guess if you like Bunny Girl, I'm indifferent to that, but that's fair. That's fair. Well, I guess we can count that. So Bunny Girl, and Fate. That's it.
No,
That's it.
I disagree.
Okay.
They
what
did
else they got?
Horimiya. They did Horimiya. I really love Horimiya.
I did not know that, but so yeah, they've done 3. I cry.
I mean, some people will argue for Darling and the Franks, but
let's not.
I'm not one of those people.
Well, let's not. Didn't they ruin Trigger's vision of Darling?
I mean, maybe I don't know.
Probably. All I know is freaking meat dipped in honey. That's all I know.
Yo, I kind of want to watch Darling in the Franxx, like the whole thing, just to make a video about it, because it's fascinating at this point. I just don't know.
I would never watch that show.
I don't know. I think it'd make an interesting retrospective video as a person who hated the show originally and probably still hates the show.
Watch Horimiya, guys.
Well, Scarlet Disaster says Horimiya was a train wreck in the last half of the season. They skipped a lot of manga material. I think that's fair. That's fair.
Hey, doesn't matter if you watch the anime only.
Right. If you watch the anime only and you're, ignorant to everything else, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
What else happened in this episode that you guys want to talk about?
QR had one comment, or was it Scarlet? I think it was Scarlet. Scarlet Disaster said, "What do you guys expect of season 2? To Your Eternity is a story of Fushi getting the connections with people. So I wish at some point we will see someone who Fushi falls in love with. I wonder how they would handle that. So that'd be our expectations for season 2.
I think would be really interesting for Fushi to fall in love with somebody and have to watch that person essentially age and die. It's like how do you deal with that? That's insane.
Yeah, that would be sad.
I've seen like certain series do that, but they've never gone all the way to where they've shown the significant other's death. Like just for example, like Spice and Wolf. Like, even though I haven't got to the conclusion of that at all, but it's the romance between Holo, who is a deity, and Lawrence, who's a regular human. So, like, it was brought up before that Lawrence is going to age, but Holo is going to stay the same. So, I think that's an interesting question to see, like, how romance like that would develop and how they would feel about that, because it's like that person's immortality versus the other person's mortality is difficult, because you got to see them die slowly and you're the same always.
Yeah, that's just a fascinating story to tell, and I think Yoshitoki Oima would have a really nice approach to that. She seems to be, I like to say, realistic about a lot of the way she develops her characters, and she works like tons of time on figuring them out. So it'd be great. It'd be great if she tried to tell that story.
I never thought about this, but think about what we saw at the last scene. We saw Fushi in a more mature version of the form he usually uses. And we've already established when he switches those forms, he reverts back to how they originally looked. So that means that he's been on that island just living as he doesn't have a name, so I'm just going to call him Default Boy, because he's the one he normally uses. So that means he's been not only like, just like hunting and doing everything himself in that form, but he's also presumably killing knockers in that form exclusively.
Yeah, I noticed that too, because he like got flown so far up in the air and went into the ocean, and yeah. I wonder if that's a thing where he's gonna like trying to like keep that form from now on.
Well, also as well, something not really related to the form, I guess, but since he's on this island, I wonder if he's staying there for the reason so that like other people don't get hurt by these knockers.
Oh yeah, I definitely think that's a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's the ogre in the swamp now. Just leave him alone.
He's Shrek.
Yes.
Donkey. Somebody once told
He
me.
had a donkey in this episode.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Was it voiced by Eddie Murphy?
He's Shrek. I don't think he was doing any talking, but he's freaking that. Now someone has to make that parody.
He knows a princess.
Oh my god, he does.
Marine. Yeah.
And then freaking Hayase is that evil person.
And then the man in black is like the fairy godmother or some shit. I don't know.
So are we gonna get a horrible scene where they play like Kashmir? Where like they take like the castle or something?
Uh-huh. I need a hero.
God.
Oh, that would be so funny.
Are
And
they
then,
gonna
yeah.
They're gonna fight a giant dog. Like a Jahi-Sama. Like how they fight the giant fuck. What are they?
Well, there's a dragon, and then there's like a gingerbread man.
Yeah, gingerbread man. Yeah, the giant gingerbread man.
And then he's be good.
I don't care. That fucking scene was great. That fucking scene was great. I love that scene.
That was sad.
Mm-hmm. The big old giant gingerbread man dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sad. I was very sad as a kid.
Yo, can we watch Shrek for the KOA?
What the fuck? We're just like freaking.
Just watch the first two movies. Other than that, everything else was not good.
We're not even like KOA anymore. It's just like KO shit.
Yeah.
KOM.
King of something.
King of something.
King of Shrek. Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
The freaking first thing that introduces our show is just freaking All-Star.
Yeah,
Somebody wants.
Yeah. Dude, we got this, bro. We gotta do Shrek. Dude, that's our April Fool's KOA.
Oh my god, I think that's a good April Fool's.
Holy, that is a
I'd
good
be down
April
for it.
Fool's.
We could call, but what would we call it? Like, I don't know. We'd be like reviewing Demon Slayer, then all of a sudden, haha, Shrek.
Yeah, no, it would be called like the Shrek podcast. Like, I don't know, like
The Shrek is Love podcast.
I mean, we could do something to like. It's like we pose like we're talking about a certain anime. It could be anything, but whoever like fucks up first and it actually like reveals that we're talking about Shrek is the one. I don't know, like they're the loser or something like that. Like we keep just talking to generalities until.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So the main character lives in a swamp and he's befriended by a donkey. It has to save a princess.
Yeah, you can't say the word Shrek the entire time.
Oh Lord, yeah, no, that'd be. No, we got to do that. We got to do Shrek podcast for kids. I'm writing that on the board, man.
All right.
Right now.
Every time somebody messes up, oh shit, somebody wants. There just needs to be a button ready to just play that song.
I love it, dude. It's so good. So good. This is such a good idea. What the fuck? We come up with all of our best shit on the show.
Yes, we do.
It's always when we talk about 2 Year Eternity because we get to a point where we're done talking about the show, but we still talk about miscellaneous shit for like 20 minutes.
Oh shit. It's great. Ah shit. Here we go again.
San Andreas podcast.
That's the other one we could do.
Why Big Smoke is actually a complex character.
What
Yo, CJ, all you had to do was follow the fucking train.
Can a person actually eat everything Big Smoke ordered?
Someone's probably done that challenge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a thing. Yeah.
2 number 9s, extra cheese, and a large. Well, I can't remember everything else, but yeah.
Talk about like 20 minutes of the podcast is dedicated to betting on the horse races. Another 20 of like
about,
how fat our characters are.
Right, I was gonna say, talk about how legendary it introduced either being really muscly or being really fat as a character. That was cool. I was like, dude, I could keep eating and get fat. I want him to be as fat as I can get him.
Oh, I was just in that game. I was just buff as hell. I was just like, the funny thing is, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. But I was just buff, just doing what I normally did, just punching people on the street.
Oh my god. Oh Lord. Yeah. No, we gotta. These are great ideas.
Oh,
and
someone took away that dislike.
Oh, hey.
Oh, thank you. I guess they changed their mind once they were able to come back in.
We'll get him back afterwards. There's gonna be some jerkwad out there, and you know who you are, and I know who you are. Don't do it.
We all know who you are.
Yeah. You guys are.
Neeson, is that you?
Well, didn't Liam Neeson? No, we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about Liam Neeson canceling himself. We've already strayed too much from the topic. Any final thoughts on To Your Eternity, episode 20?
It was a good show. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed this journey to your eternity, and I can't wait for season 2 next fall, which seems like a long ways away, but it'll probably be here before we know it.
Yeah. Yep.
Kudos for it getting announced at the end of the episode. Like, some shows that don't even get that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. But I really enjoyed the show. It was one of my favorite things to come out this year. It's probably going to remain in my top 5 when it's all said and done. But yeah, it was a real refreshing show. I didn't know what I was going to get out of it at all, but I was thoroughly surprised. I really enjoyed the characters. I think that's this series bread and butter. Like, they really get you to feel for these characters, because I remember you know, when Tonari was introduced, like, we all really didn't care for her, and then we ended up really enjoying her character. So that just shows you the strength of the writing and the characters, and it's a fascinating journey that Fushi's going through, and I'm happy to see that we'll get to see that next year. So good show.
Yeah. I think this is right below Fruits Basket for me right now. I'm currently making a video for it. So
I heard the Vinland Saga.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yep. Oh my god. Yeah, Vinland Saga season 2 is going to happen.
You say Vinland Saga?
What went wrong? We're gonna get copyrighted.
That's why I stopped it.
Oh Lord. Yep. It's right below Fruits Basket for me. This show is freaking great. You know, outside of Fruits Basket, it's the best show.
Wait till Odd Taxi is competing with something. I don't know what it is, but it's going to compete with one of your favorites.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll start talking about that next week. Yeah, we can just. Yeah, I mean, might as well. We can. Well, how many weeks do we have left in this season? Like 4? 4 or 5?
4 or 5, something like that.
Say, let me count it. There we go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ish.
Yeah, so we can finish Berserk, Odd Taxi.
Do like 2 episodes a podcast.
Yeah,
you can finish it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, be great.
Oh my god, that rewatch is going to be that rewatch is gonna be great, especially like knowing what I know. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Well, EA, where can they find you?
You can find me. You can find me at Everything Animated, the YouTube channel. Oh, there's the downvote. Thank you, piece of shit. We got.
Oh my god.
But, okay, I'm sorry. I have some things planned for my channel. I'm going to a anime convention this coming up weekend, and I think I'm gonna post the footage of me walking around, looking at some art and some cosplayers and
hanging out with Sean.
No, he's not gonna be there.
Oh man, I was about to say
if he was there, no, I'm not even. No, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably chicken out. I was gonna say, Sean, I love you in all your roles in Berserk, and I wouldn't even mention anything about Goku or anything.
No, you should, dude. Holy shit! If any of us go to a convention, we need to record a video of us just being like, Sean, big fan, exactly that, just of all those characters in Berserk 1997. So good, dude. You're my favorite.
And then just completely act surprised when he goes, "Oh well, I do Goku too." You do Goku? Really?
You do.
I thought it was just some bum off the street. Really?
I mean,
you do Goku?
I've never seen that anime, but to me, you're like the train of anime. You know, you're like the Hey Soul Sister of anime. I love you.
Yeah.
You're drops of J.
Okay, I lost my train of thought. I'm also on Twitch. I haven't been on in a few months. I do apologize. I think I found a game to where I could start playing again on stream. So that ought to be fun. And I have my All Elite Couple channel where we are resting at 315 subscribers. I hope to get to 1,000 before the end of the year. Because we're doing good on watch time. I just need to get those subscriber counts up so that, you know, can actually turn this into something over at All Elite Couple. That's a thing where me and my girlfriend react to wrestling things mostly, and then sometimes video games, and pretty much whatever we want. So that's where you can find me at all those links.
In the description and in the chat. Thanks to QRW6, who's the boss. Satsuki, where can they find you?
You can find me on Satsuki the Reactor, where I am inactive on that channel, but I have other videos that you can still watch on Fruits Basket, JoJo Part 3, and JoJo Part 4. Part 4 is pending. Don't know when though, so don't ask me. On my main channel, Satsuki the Savage. Last week, I did this whole Fruits Basket themed string of videos for the entire week. So 7 videos that you can watch, like my top 10 characters, top 10 moments, and other topical videos that you can watch. And just today, I posted a video on a series that I really like, Sadistic Beauty Side Story. Fun series, very short, only 17 chapters. Has some things that may turn people off, but if you watch that video, it's a pretty wholesome series, so I would recommend it to people. I've been playing with this hand fan for like 10 minutes, and it really makes me want to watch ReZero. Or
ReZero.
ReZero. Read ReZero. But I just keep thinking of Priscilla.
Yes, the world famous ReZero character.
Yes.
As for me, as always, you can find me at your mom's house. But classic joke that's still overused. This week you got a Fate Iceberg video coming out. The first one and only. Nobody else has done it, so internet exclusive.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm the first. Yeah, I'm great. It's like 16 minutes long, dude. It's great. I already got the principal editing for it done. All I gotta do is add some shit and it's finished. It'll be up this week. It'll be great. promise, one of my best videos I've ever made. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna sugarcoat it. I think it's great. As well, probably a 2-year Eternity video coming out sometime within the next 7 days. That's what I hope. So, a little bit more productive than usual. SeaTactics uploading, having a little bit more of a normal schedule, like how I would used to have a schedule back in the day. So, that's fun. But that's all I got planned. Upcoming. Got some other stuff I'm working on, like watching all of Monogatari. So, for a video. So that's the interesting thing. And then looking to start back up JoJo and Hunter x Hunter as soon as I possibly can, probably sometime after Monogatari, which hopefully isn't too long, even though the series is like 100 episodes. How fun. Anyways, see you all next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.
Done